everybody. Hi, it's Becky from powertoolswiththread.com. That's my blog. Let me kick my shoes off and get comfortable. Yo, I got the cutest stuff today in the mail. Oh my goodness. You know, sometimes you're like, I have had zero contact with anyone or anything having to do with Boise, Idaho in forever, like ever. And unless I had a potato or something that came from there, I don't know. But the other day I found the backing for the Cut the Cake Hexie's quilt from a quilt shop out of Boise. And then today I picked up a package in my mailbox from Annie, and she lives in Boise, Idaho. So that's two Boise, Idaho connection. Not just Idaho, but Boise. And Annie, I can't believe what you did. I want to thank you so much. For my new subscribers, welcome. Oh, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. It helps my channel a lot. I really appreciate it. But for my new subscribers, I am going to retire from federal service on the 31st of August, which is 9 days from now. And so I joined the military when I was 19 years old in 1983. And on the 31st of August. So this will be an exact, that's kind of why I picked that date to retire. And so I was active duty Air Force for 20 years. And then I was a contractor, a government contractor for 4 years. And then I became a federal civilian. And so I have been working in civil service since 2008. So I have this nonstop. And even when I was a government contractor, I was working on an Air Force base, and I ended up working for the same organization as a civilian that I did as a contractor, which is very common. But anyway, so I'm going to retire, and it's a big deal for me. When I put my papers in, which was in June, I had a little bit of an identity crisis. You know, I've always said I was born with an ID card. My dad was in the Navy when I was born. He was in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, and I still have the newsletter from the ship. My mom saved that said, "Congratulations to Radarman First Class Paul Stanfield on the birth of his baby daughter." You know, so that's very cool. And then I married military. And I joined the military, and I've stuck with the military. And so now I'm not going to be in the military anymore. I'm not going to have anything to do with it. And I was kind of like, oh my goodness. You know, after Keith is my second husband, and after my divorce, I had often said the only man I could rely on in my life was Uncle Sam, which for a period of time was very true until my wonderful husband showed up. So, but you know, I've just always had this, I don't know, it's like when you're a mom, you know, you're a mom and you're a mommy, and that's what you do, and then they leave the nest and you feel like you're not a mommy anymore, but of course you still are, right? Well, so I have to remember that I'll always have that ID card. I'll always be a retiree. And the military will always be a part of my life. So let me get back to Boise, Idaho. So Annie, who's been watching my channel, she sent me the most wonderful gifts, retirement gifts, you guys. Oh my goodness. First thing I opened up, I see a mask. She made me a mask, and she has embroidered on it. It has, this is the Air Force symbol. Can you see that? Those are called Hap Arnold wings. Hap Arnold was a pioneer in the Air Force, and it says US Air Force on there and retired. So it's the kind that has that little wire for your nose, and y'all, it fits perfect. Isn't that awesome? I just love this. And it has some cute little matching beads, which I just This is awesome. This is going in my car, and believe me, it'll get used. She sent me a mug rug, and it's a nice one, you guys. It's got some Mylar behind a sewing machine. It has a spot for my Diet Coke, and it says US Air Force retired, again with the Hap Arnold wings. It's just lovely, you guys. I just love this. I'm so glad I opened this up. I already got a wet spot on there, sorry. And then she sent me a couple of bowl cozies. These are all the rage. People are making them. If you guys have food fabric, that's a wonderful use for food fabric. Matter of fact, I think I sent somebody one, our 2000th, that's a hard number, 2000th, there it is, member of our Facebook group. And she was up in Canada, and I sent her some food fabric that I had in my stash. But 2 bowl cozies. These are wonderful. How'd you know I have soup and crackers every day for lunch? And then she sent me a gorgeous panel, and it's just lovely. I do not have this one, and I think it's fabulous because you guys know how I love my patriotic panels. Here it is. I got a dog back here laying down, so I got to be careful what I'm doing. But isn't that beautiful? Just fabulous. I absolutely love it. Thank you, thank you. So I'm really glad that I opened it off camera and had an opportunity to take it all in because I cried. I'm not going to cry anymore. Stop the video. So thoughtful. Thank you very much. I will use every bit of that. So wonderful, wonderful gifts. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? I got so many things, you guys. Hey, I finished the top for Villarosa Designs Social Climber. This is what it looks like. It is a pattern for 2.5-inch strips. You cut them to size and put them together. And I'll tell you, well, that's every pattern, right? Cut it to size and put it together. But it is a 2.5-inch strip pattern. And while putting it together is very easy, I found the organization of the blocks where they have to be turned a certain way and make sure that they're pinned and everything and get the joins nested right. That was a challenge for me. So I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I got it done in just a couple of days. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I have gone ahead. Let's see. Let me get I'll take you over there. The biggest challenge for this quilt is getting all the threads off of it, is making sure that you get your joins right. And there's a lot of nesting on these. So there's each end, and then there is 2 more in each block, and then making sure that everything, and so like on this one, these 2 are at the beginning of the block. These 2 are horizontal, and these 2 are vertical. All right, and then since these 2 are vertical, then these 2 are horizontal. And you can see that on the front of the pattern. I'm very, very pleased with how it turned out. I think it turned out just gorgeous. But this is a very good pattern to practice your nesting. See, you've got to get those. And I'm of the mind that if I have one that's like a stitch off, it'll make me crazy. So I'm a little fussy. I definitely pin every single nest seam. I pin them to make sure that they're right. I ordered this gray backing, this gray right here with the little tiny yellow flower. I ordered that for the backing, and I ordered green diagonal stripe for the binding. And I got that from Paducah, Hancock's of Paducah. So that's on the way. I'll let you guys know when that gets here. But I'm real happy with it. It's a beautiful little throat quilt. Speaking of Villarosa Designs, do you guys want to do a sew-along? They have this really cute little quilt. It's a Christmas tree quilt. Right here, it's called Fa La La. And I am going to start this in probably the end of September, first part of October. And it's got 13 rows. Is it 13 or 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows. And so we will do 4 rows a week and put them together. And we'll just kind of keep up with each other. I figure if we start this like the first week of October, then we can have it done by the end of October or sooner. And then you still have time to get it quilted. So if you wanted to quilt it yourself, this would be pretty simple to do. This is a very, very easy quilt. If you're a beginner quilter, this is a great one to start with. It's called Fa La La, and it is from Villarosa Designs. I will link to it below. Oh, speaking of which, do y'all remember me telling you that they had come out with an app? Villarosa Designs came out with an app, and it is available for the Android now. So both the iPhone and the Android, and it's great for you to be able to know which patterns you have and which patterns you want. So if you're in a store somewhere or you're surfing the web, you can kind of guess, well, do I have this one or don't I have that one? Or you can, just kind of keep track of them right there in the app. There's some changes coming to it where it will have the ability, right now, they're going to create a sort feature for panels, but right now all of the panels can be found under theme fabric, the sort for theme. So if you're looking for panel patterns, look under theme and they will all be there. But I just love the app. I think that's really cool. So anyway, oh, you want to talk about a social media influencer. I was watching Quilt Roadies, and Anna was talking about wanting to get wanting to do a table runner, and she was surfing around, and she, came across this one and said, oh, let me do that, and it came in, and, she picked up the box, and she showed it, and I was just like, hook, off I went to go buy this thing. They're kind of hard to find now, but this is the Good Morning Mugs Table Runner, and it is from Riley Blake Designs, and it was originally, like on the Fat Quarter Shop. This just screams Fat Quarter Shop, and it is so stinking cute, you guys. Oh my goodness. Let me show you. I just love this box. So here's look at this. It's got a magnet. Look, see that? You have to love these. I love magnet box. I'm going to keep the box. And it comes with a charm pack, Vintage Happy 2 charm pack. That is just adorable. And it has the pattern in it, of course. See that? Just precious little pattern. And then it came with, so first of all, I know this isn't a big deal, but we quilters love this stuff. Can you see the pattern on the inside of the box? I'm going to hold it real still so the camera can focus. Well, the pattern on the inside of the box matches the fabric. Isn't that awesome? So, and this is for the binding, and it came with rickrack. They don't call it rickrack. They call it something else in here. So it came with rickrack, and then it also came with the background fabric, which is white with some blue circles. And this is just precious. I'm going to go ahead and make this now. I think I'm going to make mine into more of a square shape than the long table runner. I won't do a couple of the rows because I have, or maybe I'll reshape it. I have to figure out something. I have a square dining room table. So it's one of those counter height square. So 48 by 48 is my dining room table, but this will look too cute on there and really brighten it up. So I'm really excited to get started with this. I need another table runner kit, like I need a hole in the head. Very, very cute. So this is just darling. I'm going to have to put it up there on top of my stack of table runners, more Riley Blake table runners. And I am getting ready to do the vintage Christmas, bringing home the Christmas tree quilt. That is, Pat Sloan is doing it She's starting next Friday, and she's going to do like 1 row a week or something like that. And it's from Lori Holt's vintage Christmas book. And it's this, oh, let me flip this. It's this quilt right here, okay? This is the quilt. Now, you can't get these kits anymore. You guys, you know, when they mention they're going to do something, they just disappear off the shelves. But Pat had some other fabric options that you could get. And so I picked up, y'all know I love Corey Yoder. I got her Holly Berry. I bought a fat quarter bundle of her Holly Berry. This is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Now, it does not have the teal and the blue and the yellow in it like what's in the quilt. But I have a Wave Your Flag table runner kit I had gotten from the Fat Quarter Shop a long time ago. And it's supposed to look like this. And I've pulled this down several times to start it. And there's something about the flag on the teal that I look at it and I'm like, I'm sure it's cuter in person than it is in the picture. But here's where I'm getting my navy, some more red, and teal. So I'm going to pilfer from this, and then I still needed the yellow to make that one car. And I used to subscribe to the So Colorful Fat Quarter Bundle Club from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I have a whole bunch of them. I've got them. So like this is the yellow, and it comes with 15 fat quarters. I'll link to this below. This is a real good way to build your stash. It's like $30-some a month. Okay. Probably right around 40 when it, you add shipping in and all that. And it comes in this beautiful little package. So they're all yellow with different themes. And then I'll bring you over here and show you my stash. So I also have, there's navy. There's the one navy, and let me just pull these out and make a mess. There's orange. Isn't that beautiful? The orange ones. Here is the grays. Oh, that's pretty with the gold in there. And then there's a blue, aqua. They called it aqua. Very pretty. There's a purple. And then there was a black. And I'm sure they're still doing this, I would think. This is from 2019. So finally, I was just like, I think I've got enough fabric from these people. Blasphemy. But I was just getting them and I wasn't doing anything with them. And then, so when now I'm going to be doing this, and I thought, well, I've got some great fabric yellow in here that'll work wonderful for this, this big quilt. That'll be nice. So the Bringing Home the Christmas Tree quilt, which in the book is found on page, I think it starts on page 110. So this is the one I'm going to be doing with Pat Sloan next week. She starts next Friday, and it goes, she'll talk about it every Friday on her daily. So, hey, we had a winner for the Pam McHenry video from last week, and from Pamela Joe Designs, and it is Sharon Quaife, Quaife. I did a random YouTube comment picker, picked someone at random, and Sharon, you won. You have until 5 p.m. on August 27th Central Standard Time to send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com. Send me an email with your mailing address, and I will get your pattern out to you. So congratulations, Sharon. It is also, I did a blog post on it yesterday, powertoolswiththread.com, and I've got my email on there as well. So you can go out to my blog and take a look at that. And I also announced it on our Facebook group. So congratulations, Sharon. I think that's wonderful. Now, if I don't hear from Sharon by 5 p.m. on the 27th of August, I will choose another winner from the existing entries. No mas, okay? I'm still getting entries on that. And it says bigger than Dallas right there. you know, closes on 8:20, and then here they come afterwards. I'm like, oh, you know, people get so excited. I don't blame them. Hey, I had a panel come in. I thought I'd make this, you know, my daughter-in-law, she homeschools. And this was new on Missouri Star's site. It's called Across the USA. And it's very simple. It's just a panel of the U.S. with all the states, okay? That's all it is. And then I bought a yard of the background, or the backing. This is going to be for the backing. And I'm just going to straight line quilt this. Just going to throw a piece of batting between it, straight line quilt it, bind it, send it off, call it good. You guys want to see what came in the Creative Notions box for August subscription? It's not a box, it's a package. But I don't know how many of y'all watch the Yvette Renee. She is also a reveal, her videos, she does reveals for the Creative Notions. And she is the curator of this month's subscription. So it's pretty cool what's in here. This is all about her pretty much and what she does. And so it comes with a bag. You get a nice little tote bag. It's a zipper bag. And this is called a Permaid. So it's like a cat. She loves her cats. And I love cats too. But I have a dog that doesn't. So while I have that dog, I have two dogs. One doesn't mind the cat. Another one, the cat's in danger with my dog. That's my healer. That Australian cattle dog, there's something in her. I don't know what it is. I've never seen a dog do that with cats, but we can't have a cat, needless to say. Now, I've had cats my whole life. Love them. Absolutely love them. But, so there is a little card in there that tells you all about Yvette and her channel. And she, in one of her videos, she said she's from Southern Louisiana. And she, so there is a recipe for Cajun meatball stew. I might have to get into that. I do love Cajun food. I love it. Oh my gosh, y'all. I do. And I make a pretty good gumbo for a non-Cajun. And then, of course, there is the paper inside that tells you everything that is included in the bag. There is a pencil case that is just adorable. It's got some pretty cool words on it. And inside, this is really neat. This is called the Poplar Presser, and I'm assuming the wood is made of poplar. And it is a seam presser that quilters use. And she has one of these and has had one for years. And so to go into her bag, her husband made every one of these pressers. And he put her name on there, her channel name. And so he cut them all and sanded them and packaged them, including the little thing. So it looks like, isn't that neat? The Yvette Renee Creations. Very cool. So there's, you know, this was made by somebody here. I think she lives up in Connecticut, to be honest, right now, even though she, you know, she was from Louisiana. I think this is just fabulous. You know, when we go to, whenever we can get out and go to like farmers markets or festivals, or of course, who's doing that now, right? But I don't mind paying a little bit extra money for something that somebody made here, that is from the US and you know, didn't come from a mass production out of China somewhere. So I always love something that is handmade like that. That's one of the reasons my husband's seam rippers have done so well on our store on Shopify. I have a Shopify store. It's powertoolswiththread.com, and my husband makes these custom seam ripper stiletto combos. Let me get one. This thing is just amazing. So that's a stainless steel blade in that seam ripper right there. And then on the other end is a stiletto. So you can use this to get your fabrics underneath that presser foot without getting your fingers caught up in there. And when you're not using them, but he turns all of these on a lathe that he's got out in the shop. Then you put it like that, and that way they're all tucked away and safe, and they've been selling like hotcakes. It's crazy. But they're nice. They have a good heft to them, and if you've got arthritic fingers, they're wonderful because you don't have to try to hold on to something real tiny. And he even carves, maybe you can see better, he even carves some little grooves in there, so that way you know which end is which. Very nice. And I keep those grooves on the one with the seam ripper because that's the one I use most. But this one's mine, so I love it. I love it a lot. He also made necklaces, and the necklaces are really cool because they have a little magnet. So they're half this size. They're like 3.5 inches, and then they just pop out. You use it and put it back. Very cool. Anyway, so let's get back to the bag. Okay, there are 10 fat quarters in this one, and I love it. So there are 4 ginghams. There's a bright blue, pink, yellow, and purple. Very nice. And the fabrics all go along with the line of the permade. I'll open this up. She has a permade that sits behind her on her cabinet. So here is the fabric with the permades, okay? And so the idea is there's a quilt that you can make. There's a pattern that comes with this. So it has the permade fabric, and you guys that have grands that love kittens and mermaids, you can't go wrong. It has fabric with scales that looks like a rainbow. It's just beautiful. This is so soft. There's a stripe, very pretty. We have seahorses, so cute. We have dots, and we have swirls. Just super cute fabrics. This is Yvette's permade quilt. So essentially they set it on point, and then you get a fussy cut frame. Let me take this out of this package. This is a 4.5 inch fussy cut frame. And what you do with this is you take your fabrics, all right, and you set your frame, and then you take a marker and you mark along right here. That's a 4.5 inch square, and then you cut on that. So you can do that with permades. You can do that with your seahorses and your just everything. You can do it with all of these. And then they show the ginghams for the on-point settings, and they use the stripes for that too. Very cute. Very, very cute. I just think this is awesome. This is a beautiful little, they have full color instructions on how to do this. So this is a great subscription, you guys, I think. So you get that, and then you get a permade plush pillow DIY kit. Yvette has the pink one behind her that she's had for a long time. She got a purple one in her kit this month, and she said she was going to get the green one. Now you can get all of them. They have them for sale out on the website. But whoop, here's I got the green one. I love green. Y'all know I love lime. I mean, look at all my curtains and stuff behind me. Love lime. So you get everything. They come with the little feet already made up. And I dropped the embroidered paws. There are some little embroidered paws. So cute. So cute. And this stuff is soft. It's a nice little soft fleece. So these are already made up. I can't, this is just an amazing subscription for this month. This is great. So cute. And it has full instructions on how to put it all together and make your pillow. Full instructions. Very simple to do. So cute. And where it has, where you're supposed to pin it, it's already marked on the fabric. Very easy. This would be a really good thing to do if you've got a little 7-year-old, 6 or 7-year-old, to put it together as a team. You know, they love sewing with Granny. And what else? We got in the Good Things Come to Those Who Make. We have a clipboard. This is for the Maker's Planners. They always send something for the Maker's Planner. That's really nice. It's got magnets on the back, so that'll go in my kitchen. And of course you get a candy. And they chose a, remember this candy sticks from when we were kids? Love these things, love them, and it's in the flavor of cotton candy. And it also came with some of the folks did not get the Zappy Dot in July. And so they were given a Zappy Dot this month. But the Zappy Dot, the last month for the Zappy Dot in the subscription packages was July. So if you didn't get one, like me, then you got one in your package this month. So, yeah, and then the Dottie Sampler Quilt. You got 2 more patterns for the Dottie Sampler Quilt. I had talked about that last month. Everyone who is they do the bag reveals for Creative Notions. There are a lot of them who are submitting blocks for the Dottie Sampler Quilt. We're going to make them and submit them, send them into Creative Notions, and then Vicki will get it quilted and bound and given to a worthy person who's been submitted to receive it. This month you get the Ohio Star Block of the Month, BOM, and the leaf. You get that one as well. Very cool stuff in here, you guys. I just love this. I love it. I think it's cool. Anyway, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, Anna was talking about not having her hair cut in a long time. Me neither. I had my hair cut in March. And the next day, my hairdresser closed her shop. I don't know if she's open yet. I've trimmed my bangs a little bit. Thank gosh I know how to color my own hair. I've been coloring my own hair since I was 16. Not real sure what color it is. It's been a long time. I've been blonde my whole life. You know, something else I had wanted to talk about. 2 of the YouTubers that I subscribe to have recently said they're going to take a break. And I get it. I get that. You know, life is crazy. And they attribute it to how busy things are or how crazy and stressful things are right now. And I understand that. But, you know, I think that this is just Becky talking, okay? One of the reasons, and I've had people email me and say, you're not going to take a break, are you? Please don't do that. No, I'm not. As a matter of fact, my retirement from the Air Force, I'm actually retiring from the Air Force because it was getting in the way of my sewing and my videoing. But I really think, so I started this channel because I enjoy teaching. I enjoy BSing. I enjoy a combo of the two. And that brings me joy to do that. That brings me happiness. And it's something that I look forward to. And I don't know that I could ever, I mean, unless there was some kind of health crisis, I just don't know that I could, personal health crisis, I don't know that I would ever stop doing it. And I think a lot of people tune in to watch these videos because there is no craziness here. I intentionally stay away from anything that is that could be considered controversial. The things that I believe in and the things that are important to me, if I want to talk about them that are not about sewing, they're very subtle, and you don't, it's not in your face. That's not the way I wanted my channel to be. And because all flavors love to sew. And So I wanted to, I was thinking about that. You know, if you get away, take a break, then sometimes, I had no clue when I started this channel the effect that this channel would have on people around the world. I had no idea. And I get emails and I get gifts and people tell me the most heartwarming and wonderful stories. And, people tell me they just lost their spouse and they've been depressed. And that me, have inspired them to get back into their sewing room again. And that's helping them get out of their depression. I don't think, and it's just amazing, the response. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea the responses. And it's humbling and it's heartwarming and I promised myself I wasn't going to cry, so I'm not. But I think if you take a break, that may not be best for why you started your channel in the first place. It really isn't. I think that if you take a break, you're depriving yourself of the joy that you receive from helping others and teaching others and sharing with others, because we can't get out now. That we can't go and do, and we can't socialize, and there's no Houston Quilt Festival this year, and there's no Paducah, and there's no, you know what I mean? You can't get out and go to those things. The Sisters Quilt Show was canceled. And so we can't go and do those things. And a lot of quilters and sewers, they crave being able to get away from it all and ignore the noise and jump into YouTube and hang out with their friends. So you don't have to worry about me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be able to devote more time to this, and it's something that I just absolutely love. And I don't think I'm going to stop this for a long time. I'm just changing, as far as I'm concerned. I'm switching from one profession to the other. So I hope that any of my channels that I subscribe to don't take a break. If you want to slow down, do one a week or one every other week or one a month. I know it's a lot of work. Making these videos is a lot of work. But you get just as much out of it as the people that are on the other side of that camera. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. We got some rain this morning. About 9 o'clock, it looked like it was 8:30 at night this morning. And then we got a good hour and a half rain, steady rain, nice, good rain, the kind that your grass loves. So we got that. It's been a long time since we've had a good rain. And there's a couple of hurricanes coming in the Gulf right now. They expect one to kind of turn to the east and maybe head over to New Orleans. And y'all in New Orleans, you guys, that's nothing. You guys are used to that. And then another one is coming a little bit further west, and it's coming our way. I say our way. We have a house on the coast in Port O'Connor, and so I'm going to kind of watch it. Harvey kind of went around us back in 17. I can't believe that's 3 years already, you guys. That's crazy. But Harvey's, missed us. But I've got some antiques in the house, some family heirloom antiques down there. And my husband always promised that if a hurricane ever came, that he would go down there and get them and bring them back. Well, even with Harvey, all we did was go down and get a boat, bring it back, and left the furniture, praying that it didn't hit, and thank God it didn't. But So we'll have to see. Right now, this one's still looking like it's going to be a category 1 on Wednesday, which should be okay. We're going to stay here, I think, unless we have to go back down and get the boat and bring it back up. So, but anyway, all right, you guys, that's it. I got a lot going on. I need to get busy. I got stuff I got to sew. I got stuff I got to do. I got things I got to plan. I got to cut out Christmas trees. Busy, busy. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Go sew something. Bye.